Let us look at checked and unchecked exceptions in this video. Already I have explained them on whiteboard, so let us try them here. So for showing you difference between the checked and unchecked exceptions, I have taken an example program here. A program is having a main method, then the other methods are fun3, fun2 and fun1. Main is calling fun3, fun3 is calling fun2 and fun2 is calling fun1 and this is fun1. Now first of all I will show you unchecked exception. So inside this method, that is fun1 method, I will print division value, that is division by 0, 10 divided by 0. I'll simply print this one. So intentionally I am creating an exception here to see how it works. See, here I can clearly see that 10 is divided by 0, it will cause an arithmetic exception, but there is no error shown in the program, so compiler doesn't check that exception. It will not force you to handle that exception because it is an unchecked exception. So I have shown you the list of unchecked exceptions, so this comes under unchecked exception. So if there is any unchecked exception, program will compile. Compiler will not give any error. I will run the program. You can see that. See, it is causing an exception. Arithmetic exception, division by 0. I got this message. And it is also showing what are the methods that were called where the exception was raised. It was raised in fun1 and that was called by fun2, called by fun3, then called by main. So this is about unchecked exceptions. So you can try other unchecked exceptions also. I give you the reasons when they are arised. Though you don't have to remember or learn about all of them, as and when we come across them, you can learn them. Now next thing, I will handle this exception. Okay, instead of letting it go, I will handle it. So I will write inside try and catch block. So this is statement inside try, then catch. So which exception I have to handle? Arithmetic exception, that is division by 0. But I will say just exception. So this is a mother class for all exceptions. So this will handle every exception. So I'll just write exception E. Now here I will show you what are the members of class E. I'll press E dot. Now you can see the members of this class. This I have explained on whiteboard. So you don't have to look at all the methods because some of the methods are coming from the hierarchy of classes, because exception is not the first base class for all. There are other classes before this, that like object and throwable. So some are coming from there. So let us look at the important methods that we have seen. First one, get cause. You can know what is the cause of exception and it returns a throwable type. On the right hand side you can see what type of value it is throwing. Then get message. It will return you a string, the message of exception. It will be similar to toString. Here you can see toString is there, but it is not same as toString. The message may differ. So toString will be called by system.out.println directly. So this get message will give a message. Then get stack trace and other methods are there. Leave them. Print stack trace is there. So print stack trace is having 3 versions. You can also give a print stream or print writer. Means if you don't want to display the stack content on the screen, you can send them to some print stream, that is output stream, or print writer. So where you can store this content somewhere else. So what is the benefit of sending it to a stream? So if you are aware of this, like sometimes some application crashes and then you will get a prompt asking you to whether you would like to send a report to a developer of this application or to the company which has developed this application. Do you want to report them about the error? You get such type of message, and if you say yes, then a report is prepared and sent. So whatever the error has caused in that application is definitely a exception, that is runtime error. So the details of that exception will be sent to the developer so that they can know the cause of problem and they can remove those errors in the next version. So that is also called as log. Some application prepare a log on your local computer only. So log or sending a crash report to a developer company. So for that type of activity, this print stack trace with streams can be used. And if you use just print stack trace, this will print on the screen, which is not recommended, because the user should not be bothered about the type of errors, or even it may be dangerous for the application as it is leaking the details of the application. Okay, move next. Last one is toString. So these are the methods we have seen. So I will take one of the method. For that, I will print system.out.println. See, system.out.println directly E, we have seen it many times. Now I will say e.getMessage. I will use this method getMessage. Let us see what it will print. So I'm handling the exception. I will run the program. So I got this message. I did not get that java.lang.arithmetic exception. I did not get the exception name, but I just got a message. If I use just E here, then it will give the exception name also, right? Then below this, I will also show print stack trace. I will use print stack trace. If I use this, it is giving a warning here that it should not be used. As I said that this is not suggested. We should use the other two versions of print stack trace. But if I run, it will execute and show the error. See, here is the error. So the same thing we were getting from JVM also, isn't it? So if you want to know in which method the exception was raised and what is the sequence of method calls that has caused exception, it will show all the methods. So this is about exception class. I have explained you about exception class also. Now I will remove this. Next I will show checked exception. So I will remove this. For showing checked exception, I will import one package java.io and I will try to open some file. So inside this fun1, I will say file input stream fi assign new file input stream, and I will give some file name my.txt. Now there is an error. What is the error? Let us take the cursor there. Unreported exception, file not found exception must be caught. It is saying that there is a possibility of exception here. Like the file that I am trying to open may not be there. So it is file not found exception. So I must handle that exception. Otherwise there is an error in the program. I cannot run it. It's an error. So the compiler will not compile my program. I must handle this exception. So either I should write a try and catch block, or from here I should say throws. Any one thing I must do. So these are called as checked exceptions. So there are many exceptions in Java. Again, you don't have to give separate time in learning all of them. As and when required, you will come across them and I will be giving details about them. So there are many checked exceptions. Now the last thing, I have shown you that we can define our own exception class also. So I will remove this. We can define our own exception class also. So outside this, I will define my own exception class. This I will be doing it in the next video also. But let us see an example here. Class, I give the class name as low balance exception and it extends exception. Then inside this, I will override a method that is toString method, which will return a string message. So it says that balance should not be less than 5000. So this is a toString method I have overridden. So I should use a override notation here, but I am just skipping one extra line. So it works. Now inside fun, I will throw this exception. Throw new low balance exception. So I am throwing a low balance exception. I am creating an object and I am throwing it. If I take the cursor there, it says that I should handle it. Because I have inherited this one from exception, so this has become a checked exception. So I should handle this checked exception. So either I should write it inside try and catch block, or I should say throws. So I will write try and catch block here itself. So try, then catch low balance exception, and here I will print it. Print that message. So whatever the message I have given here, that will be printed. So there is nothing happening in the program, just an exception is raised inside a method fun1, and there itself it is handled and I'm printing it. So just I want to show you that how the system.out.println will call this method toString of this object. I will run it. Yes, I got a message that balance should not be less than 5,000. So that's all. In this video, we have seen what are checked and unchecked exception. We have defined our own exception class and override a toString. Also, I have shown you methods of a exception class. So you can practice this one. This will be helpful for you. You will get familiar with Java code. So try to practice it so that you can quickly write Java programs, because usually when you are hard coding the program, you have to write a lot of code. So better practice this one. So that's all in this video.